Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about Boyle's law and its mathematical form, graphical representation, okay, and even we considered the relationship between pressure and density. Alright, well, in this session we go for numericals on that Boyle's law. So before going for numerical, just we recall the concept. So what we considered, we have taken a vessel filled with the gas and it is fitted with a movable piston, and when we apply the pressure by moving the piston downwards, volume of a gas decreases. So what is the relation? We said increase the pressure, decrease in the volume decreases. If you increase the pressure, volume decreases. So a scientist named Robert Boyle, he gave the relationship between pressure and volume mathematically. So how they are related? Pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to its volume, or vice versa. Volume of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at a constant temperature. So even we give the statement for Boyle's law. What is that? For any given mass of a gas at a constant temperature, the volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So we said a mathematical form, V is proportional to 1 by P, or P is proportional to 1 by V. Further, we said P is equal to, that proportionality symbol is replaced by a constant, P is equal to K by V, or PV is equal to constant. Further, that measurement can be done at variable pressure and volume data. Therefore, P1 V1, the product of pressure and volume will be remains constant. So whatever may be the pressure of a gas, the product of pressure and its corresponding volume will be always constant. Therefore, P1 V1 is equal to constant K, P2 V2 is also equal to constant. Therefore, we arrived an expression P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and it can be continued like P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 and is equal to P3 V3 and further is equal to P4 V4, like that. Well, so, and one more expressions, as I said here, P1 V1 is equal to K1, P2 V2 is equal to K2, and P3 V3 is equal to K3. So three expressions, three variables we considered, three values for pressure and corresponding volumes, P1 P2 P3, V1 V2 V3. The product of those three, product of P1 V1 P2 V2 P3 V3 will always a constant K. Therefore we can equate, okay, we can equate P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 and is further equal to P3 V3. So with the help of this expression, if you know any two pressure values and volume, the other volume can be calculated. So totally, if I consider the four variables in the expression, okay, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So there are two pressure values P1 V1 and there are two volume values. So out of these four, if you know three values, okay, fourth one can be calculated, right? So whatever the numericals we are going to discuss will be based on these expressions. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 is equal to P3 V3. Well, just go for a question. What the question is, a balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. Okay, a balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. It will burst if a pressure exceeds. Okay, a balloon, on balloon ide adanna yaudrinda fill ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, it is filled with hydrogen gas and temperature is at room temperature. It will burst if the pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ balloon ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, burst ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It expands its volume to certain extent, thereafter it burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar. Okay, well, further, if at 1 bar pressure the gas occupies 2.72 liter volume, up to what volume it can be expanded? Means they have given certain pressure values here, that is 0.2 bar. Balloon burst if pressure exceeds 0.2 bar, means we have to find out the volume at a 0.2 bar pressure, so that the volume of a balloon must be less than that corresponding value we are going to calculate now. What is the condition they are specifying? If at 1 bar pressure gas occupies 2.27 liters of volume, up to what volume can be expanded? Means here just consider expressions. So P1 according to the formula, what we say according to Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So what is P1 here? P1 is 1 bar, okay, at 1 bar pressure. What is the volume, corresponding volume? V1 is nothing but 2.27 liters. So at 1 bar pressure, volume occupied by gas will be 2.27 liters. If pressure, okay, if the pressure is 0.2 bar, that is P2. If pressure is 0.2 bar, then what is the corresponding volume? So at that volume, balloon what happens? Balloon burst out. So we have to find out that volume, and what is the question here? Up to what volume can be that balloon can be expanded? Means the volume of a balloon must be less than this V2. Okay, you got it. The volume of a balloon must be less than V2. If it exceeds V2, it bursts out. Well, here as for the equation P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, that V2 must be equal to what? Equate for V2 here. V2 is equal to P1 V1 divided by P2. Okay, P1 V1 divided by P2. Well, so we got the expression P2 is equal to P1 V1. P1 is 1 bar, V1 is nothing but 2.27 liters. So 1 bar into 2.27 liters divided by P2. How much? What is the P2 here? 0.2 bar. So if you simplify it, we get 11.35 liters. So V2 means here the volume of a balloon should not exceed how much? 11.3 liters. Since the balloon burst out at 0.2 bar pressure, the volume of a balloon should be less than how much? 11.35 liters. So is the answer. Okay, I hope you got it. Well, coming to the next question. The volume of a certain mass of a gas is 0.6 dm cube. So dm cube means it is liter. We know the conversions. The volume of certain mass of a gas is 0.6 dm cube at a pressure of 95.76 kilo Newton per meter square. So what they are saying, the volume of certain mass of a gas, ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 0.6 ಲೀಟರ್. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? it is at 95.76 kilo Newton per meter square. Further ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Calculate the volume of a gas if the pressure is changed to 147.88 kilo Newton per meter square at the same temperature. Well, so what is given here? P1. Okay, P1 is equal to 95.76. So P1 will be 95.76 kilo Newton per meter square. So P1. Corresponding volume, how much? So P2. Well, what they are saying, calculate the volume of a gas if the pressure is changed to, ಈಗ 95.76 kilo Newton per meter square ಇಂದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? it changed to 147.88. okay, 147.88 kilo Newton per meter square. When pressure changes, they are asking volume. That's it. Means initial volume how much? 0.6 dm cube. What we have to find out? We have to find out the V2. So V2, we already know the formula P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and just we analyze here, when pressure increases, what happens to the volume? Volume decreases. Means here we can analyze that V2 value must be less than how much? Less than 0.6 dm cube. So we can analyze here. If the answer, whatever the answer we find out, if it is greater than 0.6 dm cube, consider you have done mistake. Well, again formula is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, right? At same temperature they are specifying, therefore is where we can apply here Boyle's law. Well, formula again, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and we can equate for V2. V2 is equal to what? V2 is equal to P1 into V1 divided by P2. So P1 how much? 95.76, as all the units are alike, same, so no need to change that. Both the pressure values are in terms of kilo Newton per meter square. Well, if consider if the pressure, one pressure value is in one unit and other is in different, then we have to apply the unit must be made same, either with respect to pressure or volume, the unit must be expressed as same. Okay, remember this please. Well, P1 95.76 into V1 0.6 divided by P2, how much? 147.88. So if you simplify, the answer will be 0.388 dm cube. So what is the volume? So its volume will be 0.388 dm cube. So is the volume of a gas will be 0.388 dm cube, or you can say liter. Got it? Well, as like you can practice more and more numericals. It's for just to understand the concept very well, right? Well, so with this I'm going to conclude about this session. Again in the next session we go for other concept. Okay, thank you, be safe.